Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. It is dark out here, honey. Oh my God, I'm feeling great this morning. It is Wednesday. It is hump day, and I definitely feel like I'm humping over, Well, that's funny. Okay, I need to call Dial Plumbing. I need to call you, okay? But I feel good today. So what I've been doing a little bit differently. Y'all know I've been doing keto for about 7 months, and I really have incorporated into my life. I really believe at this point in my life that I'm going to continue to incorporate some type of low carb in my life, because I think we all can agree, regardless of keto, that we know that carbs are used for energy. That's the primary energy fuel source. But we know that as we get older, and then just the overconsumption of food that we eat and fast foods, and just not really understanding the damage that we do when we overconsume foods and we're not expending the energy, meaning that we're not moving around as much, we're not exercising as much, so that foods tends to store as fat because it's not being used. So you look at your body and you can say, okay, yeah, I have a lot of energy stored up. And it probably was not planned. So, the body is a wonderful machine, but we can probably all agree from any type of, whether you're doing a Mediterranean diet or a vegan diet or paleo or keto or whatever, or you're just kind of like, willy-nilly in it, that we probably consume a large amount of carbs, more carbs than we need. You can consume more protein or more fat as well, but I think we can all agree that carbs and sugar we overconsume. So regardless of what you're trying to do, I think it is a good idea to decrease some of the sugar that we consume, some of the Kool-Aids, the sodas, some of the white flour, the pastas. Try to get whole wheat pastas or brown rice, or things that have more fiber in it, which will help with issues with spiking your blood sugar, which causes you can digest food too fast, and your metabolism isn't moving as fast because it doesn't require that much to digest those simple sugars, and then your blood sugar spikes, and then your insulin stores fat, and that's how we just kind of cycle happens. So just trying to give you an understanding of what exactly is happening and why you're gaining weight when it seems like you're not even eating anything, and then we get to your metabolism will lower itself, and then sometimes we don't eat, we go drastic, we eat too much and then we don't eat enough. Our body's just going haywire, and then as we get older, our metabolism shifts. We don't burn as quickly. That human growth hormone is decreasing as we get older, and we're not exercising, we're not moving around as much as we used to as children. So all these things that we have to take into account. You can increase your metabolism. You're not going to get it primed like you were when you were 18, but you can get it in pretty good shape. But you have to understand what is going on, what's happening, and then be able to adjust. As we get older, we have to move. We have to keep this body agile. We have to continue to be flexible, get our cardiovascular, get this heart continuing to pump, and feed ourselves. A green smoothie is a good place to start, because you're getting, vital nutrients in at one time. We don't eat enough of nutrient dense foods. We're just eating a lot of empty calories. Our body is, even though we're consuming calories, our body is actually still starving of nutrients. So that's why you're constantly hungry even after you eat, because you're not giving your body the nutrients that it needs. These bodies are wonderful machines, but it will break down on you, and it will ask you for things, and if you're not privy or understanding what's going on, you will just continue in this cycle of defeat and gaining weight. So it is all possible. So I think, regardless of what you do, I think what I did, I didn't start out just straight keto. You can, because it really is a mind thing, or whatever diet you want to do, you're going to have to restrict some things regardless of what you're doing. And so just try to cut some things little by little. It may be just, saying for this week I'm going to cut out soda, or for this week I'm going to cut out whatever it may be. Just try to cut some things out, and eventually your body will adapt and you'll get used to it, and it'll become easier, and then you kind of stack it. But this week that was great, I'm going to continue with cutting out sodas, and this week I'm going to cut out bread, or I'm only going to eat bread. So, but basically what you really want to try to get to is, if you want to keep with carbs are good. We're not going to act like they're not good for weight loss. Yes, keto is great, and you can lose weight a little bit faster, but you can lose weight with any type of diet if you just restrict your calories. Just say, well, I'm not going to eat carbs at every meal. or try to eat your carbs earlier in the day when you're primarily more active, or if you do want to start working out or whatever, try to get your carbs before workouts so that you can expend the energy while you're working out, so you're not left with extra calories and fat storage. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this thing. It's not a one size fit all, but we're just trying to get you healthy and, so that you can live long and have a good life. And that, we do know that over time your body will tell on you, and we don't want to have to deal with sickness and diseases that are running rampant in this era that we're in. So we just want to take care of ourselves. So those are just some tips that you can try if you would like. So happy hump day. Okay, bye.